Hey YouTube, what's up? This is a total War Shogun 2 battle that I fought on this very nice map, and well, I will show you my army in a few seconds, but first let's give a look at my opponents. He got some Katana Samurai, some Longsword Shigeru. He's basically 4 units of Longsword and 2 units of Katana Samurai. Then he got some Spear Troops. He got 2 units of Najinato Samurai, 2 units of Yari Ashigaru. He got 2 units of Yari Samurai, 2 units of Bow Warrior Monks, and they are hidden at the moment, but he has 3 units of Yari Cav hidden around here, and 1 unit of Fire Projecting Mangalans hidden I believe here. So, when I saw this battle setup, I made a quick addition. Long range archers plus lots of spear units plus artillery. Well, I'm not seeing it now, but they're going to appear in a few seconds. When I saw all that, I thought, camping, and I was right because this opponent just stood here most of the battle. Now, I can't say this is lame, not in this game. In fact, it's kinda stupid to camp in this game because it's as you will see, it's not very effective. In any case, I have this Kisho Ninja, which are capturing this strategic building, and there are 3 strategic buildings, or key buildings as they call it in this game, and my opponent by camping is allowing me to capture them all, and so we'll get very nice bonuses, and this is a weakness of camping in a map, at least in a map with strategic buildings. In any case, now my opponent's cavalry, no, that's my cavalry moving, I believe. Yeah, that's my cav, sorry. My opponent's cav is gonna appear in a few seconds. And I have my Kisho Ninja capturing this archery dojo, and you know, I told you before that units you have to fill a retainer, you have to get retainer T field, cannot become veterans, but apparently ninjas can become veterans, and you can change the colors as well, and so I was practically bound to do this. Ninja Turtles! Okay, now I know that all my subscribers are gonna unsubscribe from me. In any case, I did the most stupid thing you can do with ninjas in this game. Or is it ninja? Ninja or ninjas? Does that word have a plural? I don't know. In any case, the most stupid thing is letting them in the open and getting caught by cover, as I'm doing now. Oh well, it's just 700 CoQ, nothing killing, but... In any case, I'm moving my Yari cavalry. I have 4 units of those, 2 for each flank, and this one is capturing this farmhouse. Now, farmhouses are like the most useless strategic buildings in this game, but in any case, I didn't notice that this guy was so high level, at 2 level 4 and 1 level 1 unit. But I knew that we were 3 versus 2. But in any case, I prayed to the god of downhill charges and assaulted them. Unfortunately, that's a rather cruel and unconcerning god. So, I'm basically taking horrible losses and dealing ridiculous ones. I sent in my general, use rally ability, and for some reason only rally 1 unit. Oh no, sorry, that's not rally, that's the other ability, the one which increases melee stats, I'm like. But in any case, the cavalry fight, despite looking pretty bad for me, will actually turn into my favor because he's charging my general, I retreat. But this distraction allows me, my Yari cavalry, to deal some nice losses, some nice kills, and as you can see 2 of these units are wavering, and so I charge back in with my general, and one of my units of Yari cavalry runs away, but I'm gonna rout all of his 3 units. So that was good, because his cavalry was much more expensive than my own. And I still saved 1 unit of Yari cavalry, but I believe these guys are just gonna run. In any case, my opponent with his mangle has burned this sword dojo to the ground, and he kept targeting my Yari Ashigaru. I put him in the open formation, so he's basically just wasting ammunitions, because mangles are very inaccurate, and even if he hits me, the open formation is gonna reduce the losses that I take. Here are his mangles. They look kinda cool, but they're not very effective in my opinion. I mean, I used them once and never use them again because they are crappy in my opinion. I also targeting my my cav and this building, but as you can see, it only did very slight damage, and he will basically run out of ammo before he can destroy another building. He did actually a pretty good thing choosing to target my sword dojo, because the sword dojo gives you an advantage in melee fights, and since my opponent has only 2 archery units despite very elite, and lots of melee units, and he's gonna camp uphill, denying me that melee bonus was actually a pretty good choice on his part. However, I still have this archery dojo and the farmhouse. Look at this poor building. So basically, little is happening at present. I am moving my air cavalry uphill. He tried to target it with his mangonels, but they are extremely inaccurate, as I told you, and using them against moving cavalry makes it basically impossible to hit. And as you can see, using a pretty common tactic for with campers, which is, you know, making this sort of box-like formation with spear units, and to protect himself from a cavalry charge. Now he's firing again at my. Now he's firing at my general actually, which is a pretty good move again, because inaccurate as they are, mangonels are still deadly against cavalry. So I am moving my general back and moving my troops forward, and most of them being veterans, this army just looked like a mosaic of some. Okay guys, I skipped some footage because it was just me moving. Now I'm moving up the hill, and I'm taking this position. I'm putting my archers forward to get into range to attack his own archers, which have a longer range than mine. And I get my melee units back. Oh, and I forgot to tell you that I also had a unit of katana heroes, these guys here. Very cool guys. They're also pretty deadly in a melee. Sorry for his horrible lag. And my cavalry is now at my opponent's back, uphill, which is cool. As you can see, of course, he got all of his spear units to protect his back and his flanks. Here I'm firing at these warrior monks, and warrior monks can be as deadly as they wish, but it's 3 units of veteran archers against 2 units of non-veteran warrior monks, so they're just getting slaughtered. And so my opponent is forced to move forward his sword units, but he makes a pretty big mistake, which is he was afraid of me charging downhill with my cavalry, and so he's leaving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units of his army back. Now I'm shooting his melee troops with my archers. I'm not dealing heavy losses, but that's enough for me. Now I retreat my archers, and this time my Ariashiga are in front of my units and not somewhere else. I have them form a spear wall. I will do so in a few seconds. Yes, now we are. And I don't know if this is if it's effective against infantry charges. It looks like it somehow disrupts their charges. I don't know. Let's see if it's true. I believe it's not, because look at the losses that I took. But it looks somehow true, in fact, because of this useful this veteran Yashiga are not taking pretty bad losses, considering they're getting charged by like 5 units. One of which is artillery, but still. He's rushing forward his general's bodyguard, and I don't know what is he doing right now. Oh yeah. Yeah, I thought he was gonna charge my Yashiga, but of course it's not. He's just raining arrows, but I'm doing the same against him. So that wasn't a good move on his part. Now there are still big melees in this battle. In this melee I am superior in numbers, but in this melee I'm inferior. But that's no problem, because even charging downhill, these guys are no match for my veteran Katana Samurai. Only one of his units, no, actually 2 of his units are veterans, but they are Longsword Ashigaru, and this Katana Samurai are just normal units. Plus he uses standard fight ability, while his general is... no, his general actually movie was up here before. But his general is getting killed by my arrows. And so now he breaks. and this is gonna make all of his units morale drop, as you can see. Now he's sending for these spear troops, most of them at least. He's keeping his 2 units as a rear guard, but that's too late, because you can see his sword troops are getting hammered, and even if these guys connect, they're all spear units and they have lots of sword units, so they're not gonna make it. So my opponent made an enormous mistake by keeping these guys up here. And now I am moving my cavalry, which actually was pretty useful even if it didn't engage in a melee yet, because it acted as a threat, and my opponent was so scared of it that he kept 80 units out of the battle. Sorry for his lag. And for some reason these guys were still chasing the routing units. In any case, the units that I have on this side of the battle are enough to take down this Naginata Senior and Yari Senior. I was trying to get some downhill charge with my cavalry, but there was no time to do so. And I don't know what screen became white for. Oh yeah, it was a cloud. And so this shows you, I hope, why you shouldn't camp in Shogun 2, because it's basically useless. Even if in maps like this, which look particularly suited to camping, because my opponent allowed me to get strategic buildings, and well, he made a pretty big mistake to keep some of his units out of a battle, but even if he didn't do so, I probably would have won the same, because I could have just get a downhill charge at his unit's back while they were into a melee, and but would have totally crushed him. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. Ciao ragazzi!